Strock, and I'm the president of the Wicklund School Foundation. AB 2073 became law 2+ years ago, and I believe it's time that we allow our local organizations to benefit from this law. I've heard the arguments by the board both for and against. I've also talked to local residents, especially the ones who do a lot of the volunteering and the fundraising. And overwhelmingly, residents in this town want the option to do some adult-only events here locally. Maybe one day that will be at a community center. That day is not today. What we have now are school facilities, so we should use those. The law was voted on and passed by our legislature with the goal of assisting towns like ours to raise more money. So let us try it. Enact a trial period where each organization that wants to throw an event can throw one event. Let's see how it goes, and then evolve our policies based on what happens in those events, and not just because someone doesn't like the idea. According to the CSBA website, the role of the school board is to ensure that school districts are responsive to the values, beliefs, and priorities of their communities. And this community would like to be able to run local, adult-only events with the beverage of their choice. So represent the people and give the people a chance to throw some. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mike Montag. Also talking about the same topic as Corey. I'm currently serving my second term as president of the Questa School Foundation and third year total on the board. Over the past 3 years, we've been able to raise close to almost $25,000 a year for the school. Half of that comes from our auction in the spring, which we've had to hold the past 2 years at Questa Park. Recently, we've used some of these funds for two major things at our school. The first thing is we're in the process of a $12,000 upgrade to our sound and lighting in anticipation of having some plays on our stage at the school. And we also just purchased 6 dot and dash robotic kits along with iPads and curriculum for over $6,000. Unfortunately, raising the majority of these funds at our spring auction involves the risk of planning it off-site, which means we have to start out by writing a check for $5,000. It gets us our tent, our tables, our chairs, permits, etc. Previously to doing this at the park, we had it at the school, and it was a struggle every year to raise even a couple $1,000. Moving the event to the park has allowed adults to enjoy a beverage of their choice, and it's made our event more fun and definitely more profitable. Up until now, this has been a discussion mostly around a concept, but not even an actual proposal. What I'm proposing, and it's very similar to what Corey said, is that we allow each foundation one event this year on campus with a board-approved vendor and no one under the age of 21 allowed on site. Let's see how it works and give us a chance to show that we can hold an event in a responsible manner in order to maximize the funds raised for our schools. Thank you.
Next speaker, Shane Nielsen.
Do we have to let him talk?
Unfortunately for you, yeah. Dr. Nicholas, Mr. President, board members, Madam Delegates, I'll start by apologizing for my attire. No one more than I respects what you do and the importance of this, and were it not for other events that I have scheduled in about 15 minutes, I would have dressed appropriately. I'm here to talk about and request that you change your position as it relates to AB 2073. My recollection the last time this issue was discussed was this board was worried about being a guinea pig. The law is 2.5 years now old. I don't see that this district would be a guinea pig. I'm asking that you support the foundations who would be able to provide to you not only anecdotal evidence, but direct evidence of the benefits of these kinds of fundraising. The Questa fundraising events for the entire year amounted to just over $20,000, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, the Lammersville auction alone exceeds that total on an annual basis. I, for the life of me, don't understand the reasons not to support allowing the foundations. First, they have been nothing but excellent stewards for our students. They have provided wonderful opportunities for them and for adults to try to raise funds. They've provided an additional resource of funds for the students and for this board. As I thought about some of the reasons, I was trying to determine why the board would not want to. And everything that kept running across was either they don't want alcohol related to children, but there's the Lammersville event. They don't want children present, but those issues can be resolved. In the end, I'm asking you not to continue to punish our community and our foundations for the ineptitude of the Community Services District and the greed of the developers who won't build facilities. Give them the opportunity to show that they will continue to be good stewards for our students and our community. Give them a year, show them what they can do, show you what they can do, and allow them to provide these students with the additional resources that you know we need. I would hope that this isn't a function of the foundations needing to prove themselves. I don't believe that any of the foundations should have to do that. I believe they are in unison in supporting this, and I would ask you to listen to their voices and discuss this change and allow it to take place. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
I am starting my 3rd year serving on the Wicklund School Foundation board. In that time, I have been very involved in our fundraising efforts, and most of our efforts have been very successful. That being said, the demands on foundation and booster resources to support all that the district's budget cannot continues to grow year after year, and our tried and true donors are feeling tapped. It is my belief that it is now time for you all to consider giving boosters and foundations the ability to hold fundraisers that include alcohol on district property in accordance with AB 2073, even if only one event each this year as a trial. Currently, any booster or foundation that wishes to hold events that include the option of libations for its adult donors must be held out of town or in a park, which requires renting tents, generators, lighting, heating, and sound. These facility costs run the organizations thousands of dollars per event that should go directly to the students we are all here to serve. Parents and students want programs that aren't part of the district's very tight budget. They want STEAM programs like the very successful Science Olympiad program, which is only partially funded by the school district. They want art and drama programs, which receive no funding from the district and cost WSF almost $10,000 each year to provide. They want speech and debate programs, which require buses to competitions monthly. They want computer programming in our K-8 schools, which for Wickland required the purchase of robots, iPads, and curriculum. Our parents want Playworks to foster a more positive playground experience, allowing for an easier transition back into learning. But with a $23,000 price tag, we need to up our fundraising game, reach new donors, and lower our event overhead, and only you have the power to make that happen. I am here asking you all to consider a trial year, allowing each booster and foundation one adult-only fundraising event using district facilities that includes alcohol as a beverage option to raise money to support what the district's budgets cannot, but what district parents want. I'm asking you to allow our potential donors to feel more comfortable about attending such events because they are within walking distance of their front doors. I'm asking you to partner with boosters and foundations across the district to make what we all want a reality, the best possible educational experience for our kids. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your thoughtful consideration.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicki.
Next speaker, I probably can botch the pronunciation of this, Tirzah Stenner.
Close.
I'm superintendent in the board. My name is Tirzah Stenner. I am a parent at Altamont. We are the youngest school, and so fundraising for us has been difficult. We have new families coming in every year. I think the second year we had 600 students. We now have over 985. That being said, we don't have a lot of parent participation, so we have the same 20 parents trying to run fundraisers and trying to get money. And we talked about having like a date night for parents, doing a paint night and having alcohol being served. And when we brought it, when Principal Yeager brought to you, it was a possibility as long as we didn't have a PTA, because we are a PTA, we are not a foundation, and we could have it as long as the PTA name was not attached. But now that's taken off the table if this is not allowed, if we're not allowed to have alcohol on school campuses. The other issue is there are places in Tracy who would maybe want to use our elementary school multi-purpose rooms. That also generates income if they're able to do a crab feed or spaghetti feed. And I feel like the school should have that option. Whether or not we use it, it should still be allowed to be an option for us to use. I'm not saying, and I agree with Corey, well, it would be awesome if we had a trial period. Let us prove to you that we as parents and foundations and boosters are able to have an event, have it be proper, and have no liabilities. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, board. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I'm just adding my voice to the choir. This is my first year on WSF. I'm the new vice president. I just want to add my thoughts on allowing us to have alcohol served at adult-only events and helping our fundraisers. I have heard from many people in town saying that they would like to attend a crab feed, but they don't want to drive all the way to Tracy because if they're served alcohol, it's easier, you don't have to drive, clearly. If we could move crab feeds and other things, and we have an adult trivia night we'd like to do at the schools, it's just easier. You can walk anywhere at Mountain House, and it's safe. But that just generates so much more money for our foundations and all the amazing projects and programs that we want to do and keep doing and helping our kids in our community. I'm for a trial period, but I'm also for let's just go for it. It's already a California state law. I think we should be allowed to fundraise in the way that we see fit. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First off, I would like to say that thank you to all of you for all the efforts that you put forth in the foundations and PTAs in the district. I know how much work it is to put on events, whether they're here or somewhere else, to generate funds, to generate interest in other parents, all the information given to us, including opinions, and weigh them and then vote according to what we feel is best for the district and for our students. This matter will be brought to the Facilities Committee, which I am the chair of, and we will come back with a recommendation to the full board at a later date. It may not be the recommendation that you're advocating for, but it will be the recommendation that the committee feels is best. There will be a vote, and then it will be the will of the board, however that vote goes. Again, thank you very much for your time.
I wanted to say that I wanted to thank each of you for two things. Number one, I really appreciated the way that you brought your thoughts and comments to the board without emotion, without accusing or whatever, just stating your beliefs and your desires. I really appreciate that. And number two, I wanted to say that having been on the Questa School Foundation, Wicklund School Foundation, Bethany School Foundation, athletic boosters, VAPA boosters, boards, I really appreciate all of the effort that you make in raising money for our children, and how I also appreciate how difficult it is having had to cancel events in Tracy because of lack of participation. So I definitely understand your plight, but as President Pombo said, it's even having experienced that, it is something that we would think very carefully about. So, as we will, but we'll think about it and make the decision that we think is best for the district.
I too want to say thank you. I know how difficult it is to do fundraising, and the work that everyone contributes, the time, the energy, it's much appreciated, so thank you.
I think the entire board appreciates all of the work that all of the speakers and the rest of your foundations and PTA boards put in for our students.
Again, thank you very